Alright, and we should be live. As I fiddle with my mic. Okay, the steel go roll. Okay, we were here last time. What money did I have?
What can I...
Oh, I was close to buying something, wasn't I? Faith and conviction. Oh. Oh, was that what I was trying to buy? I don't think so. Maybe I was trying to buy it. Oh. Bum, 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 bum.
You need...
Oh yeah, no, that's what I was trying to buy. 73k. I need to. Right, we need to. You know what we'll do. You know what we'll do. You know what we'll do. Whoops.
You need...
Meteor blade. Alright, let's head to. Stair, Dawn Store, Forger Star. So bring Forge Master. Okay, no. Halloween's Tusk. Shatterscape. Visit the tomb with Kai. Bounties. Emerald Stair. Bum 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 bum. Oh, whoops, that was the wrong button. You have... Yeah. Right, map. Where am I? Emerald Stair. Do I have any missions here? See if that quest is actually available. Supposed to be a quest there, but I don't see it. Lovely. Alright, let's go to Gasser Scarp. Yeah, go there. I think I still have bounties to do. Boom, 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 boom. We've got, what is that? Quest, one last drink. One last drink. Visit the moon. Okay, we'll do there. store some stuff.
That meeting of
Is it here? Who am I bringing? What do I need? Marius. Let's have Iata. Oh,
Schemes in the dark. The mountains shift in unknowable shapes.
what's eating at you?
The sulfur scalds. We do not like to linger in this place.
Into the spirit that they can survive here.
The rule of the wilds. What will they do to gain such victory? Beast of treachery smells you. It stalks you across the land. A sword for a settlement, the scorpion promises to protect. Rose today, thorn tomorrow. Friend or foe, the branches shake.
This is what bothers you, doesn't it?
Another time, a distant ache. A hidden strike, a bond bleeds in silence. Have your hands known this?
Never betrayed anyone, and I never will.
An oak, everlasting. Why?
Is him, gonna make a promise I keep it.
A certain spring. The bloom always succeeds the frost. The storm blows, others falter. What good is a vow if it can break?
You have to trust each other. Not everyone is a potential enemy.
Trust. We have learned much. Dream of dandelions with two heads.
Alright. Let's... Alright, where are we? See this way? You see it. Small sword. Oh. His little leg's gonna crack. Aha!
Just like the good old days.
Just like the good old days. When we used to explore the universe in the Normandy. Get in there. Round. Oh, I gotta go up there. Okay, cool. Don't know if I can climb that. No, I can climb the left or the right. No, I gotta go right.
Yours tonics and poultices. Yours tonics and poultices for sale.
Will probably cure it. Oh yeah, I jump across. Now I remember. Howie? I need to go right. Oh, jeez. Well, I didn't mean to do that, but I guess we'll go with it. That's how we get in. Aw. Is that how I get in here? Can I not climb through that? There, what's going on? Oh, is it over there? I can still get up here, right? Yeah. Well, maybe not. Parkour? Yeah. Where do I go next? No, I don't think I can get up that way. There we go. Let me... We take a right.
Let's finish this.
Hello. how am I supposed to get in there? Am I legally blind? Probably. Let's go back to the what combat? Am I in combat?
That's the
In the combat. Alright, we're gonna have to go back here. Let's exit again. Excuse me. Confirm. Oh, is it? He is just there. Can I climb that? Looks climbable. It is not climbable. The fuck? I don't understand. What am I missing? Let's just go to Sailor's Arrest. Quit my boots. I would love to, Michael. Hello there, by the way. Oh, there's enemies. How goes your Wednesday morning? Good, good. Look at that. Yeah.
Good fight.
Oh. Oh, is that the painting person again? Oh no, it's not. It is for Kai's thing. Correct.
Thomas Memorial. Never thought anything could contain that man, you know?
Nice, nice.
Bottomless
Hopefully she's not making you work too hard.
boundless energy. Now he's under a pile of rocks.
Souls may carry memories, however faint, of those they knew and loved in the next life, if that helps.
It doesn't.
Oh,
I appreciate the effort.
that is fair.
This
That
is where you're supposed to distract me. Lighten the mood with a wisecrack or something.
I'm all out, sorry.
Don't be. I don't know where to begin either. There's something I didn't tell you about Thomas' death.
God.
Remember how I noticed he'd lost his badge? I went out.
Hello, Lee, how goes it?
I told him I was going to go find it. He told me to stay. I said I'd be right back. I walked away, Envoy, and I kept walking.
You never went back to Thirdborn?
Not since returning with you. Couldn't imagine anyone would be too happy to see me after everything. Now you know why I never went back to his house in Emerald Stair. why I never came back to Thirdborn. At least I'm in good company. The truth is, traveling with you and Marius, getting to know Giada, Yardsley, it's felt easy. Too easy.
Reminds you of the good old days?
Yeah. And that worries me.
But don't abandon me
You're
mid-fight,
so
please.
clear-headed, so easy to follow.
It's good. I like it.
Able to fall in line.
The combat, I only keep raving on. The combat keeps me coming back just because it's quite satisfying
I'm
and
not a joiner.
choppy.
I'm good for a skirmish. Some more
Speaking of
stories,
games
few
like this,
drinks, but
everyone, like all the big, all the big gaming news journalists, I don't know what you can call them, gaming news journalists, are saying that the Oblivion remaster by Bethesda is supposed to be like shadow dropping any day now, which again, I don't know how true it is, but when they're all speaking about it, it makes me think that
oh,
it might
come
be
on.
possible.
You have the trust and ear of an emperor. But me, I let people down. I let them down when they're counting on me most.
We aren't afraid. Well,
Self-compassion.
so it'll be interesting kind of swapping between like Starfield, where melee is
And hangovers. I know what I am.
usable at best, to like Oblivion,
I'm
where
facing it.
melee is everything. Hello there, Tenbro. Cowardice. What did he say? Came all the way to Hunter. Isn't that what he'd say if we were here?
But he's not here, and that is because of me. I'm finally owning that.
You have left more than Tama behind. You left the rest of the Thirdborn to fend for themselves. You made his memory a burden.
What? No, I didn't.
You told me yourself how rarely you talked about him. Oh, Oblivion is a banger. I would argue it's better than Skyrim in terms of... Like, obviously Skyrim's gameplay is, like, amazing compared to Oblivion, because Oblivion's quite outdated. But I just love Oblivion's setting. And the way they do kind of the skills and spells a little differently. It's more like you don't need perk points. Like say when you're leveling up sword skills, as you, like, chop away, it kind of adds the perks. Now, I don't know if the Oblivion remaster is gonna... I'm assuming it's gonna have that. But then it might just have Skyrim style of kind of the skill trees. Well, either will be nice. It'll be a nice change of pace from Starfields, where you have to be fucking level 50. Tell me yourself how rarely you talk about him. Improve it. Talk about him the way he'd want to be remembered.
He died pulling my ass out of the fire, and I still let him face it alone.
Oh no, God no.
How can I remember him without
Oblivion's Oblivion's like proper fantasy, really. Like the jump between like Morrowind to Oblivion, Morrowind was like super like Dungeons and Dragons style, you know, like where the game kind of rolled every hit and you could stab someone and miss. And then Oblivion tried to make a jump to a more realistic, or not more approachable, but it still had that kind of Dungeons and Dragons feel to it. And then obviously Skyrim was kind of more... I think that's why Skyrim was like so big, because like anyone could pick it up. Remember him by the way you described him. Caring, loyal, and brave. You fucked up. Accept it and let it go so you can remember it the way he deserves. Show yourself the kindness he would have shown you. What would he say? Realistically, it's going to be on Game Pass, so it's a good thing to kind of play between. You know, obviously, we're still going to be doing Starfield.
There's no reason to keep messing up.
We'll have to
And they
get our
probably
shipbuilding
do it over a cup
fix.
of this awful merc brew. I never realized I'd let my failure.
I'm
change the way
I'm
I
excited to
remember.
hear the nostalgic music of Oblivion. I really be failure. Then let's fix it.
One of the things I loved about Tama was how he gave us all. a
Really want
fresh
like one of
start.
them. That like
No matter
necklace is
where
really
we'd come
cool.
From or what we'd done.
Wonder if it's like
Drifted to
actually
paradise,
supposed to be
but
carved by
never thought about where I'd
whale
go
bone.
from this.
Is whale tooth and bone, is that ivory? No, I don't think is it? No, I don't think it is. What are you thinking now?
Tom always talked about the places he hoped to see. The islands of Deadfire, the tundras of Nasitok, the ancient cities of Old Valia. Maybe I ought to see some of those places for us both. as a traveler, not a soldier. Once we've found the garden and dealt with the steel garrote.
That's a good plan.
I've got some things to sort out, but it feels good to have something to look forward to.
Yeah, so it's probably not way long then. I will say I'm hopeful that Oblivion does well, just because I'm kind of, I mean, there's still people who are gonna hate, but I'm sick of the online negativity towards Bethesda. It's like, I get people don't like Starfield because it's not, you know, it's not Skyrim 2 or Fallout 5. But Bethesda is still Bethesda, despite us not giving ship parts. They're still a good dev team. Maybe I'm just too hopeful. Oh, wrong person. Yeah, I mean, people are knocking everyone, and most people who are still knocking him, I don't really give a shit. But it's just, it'd be nice to kind of see Bethesda get a win. Would also be nice to see them fucking release an update for Starfield, you know? I wonder will Oblivion have like Skyrim's dual wielding, because Oblivion didn't have dual wielding, or like, because even the way you did like spells in Oblivion, they were more like, you know, like the powers from Starfield. You couldn't like equip them in your hands per se. And I like that in some ways, because you could basically wield like a two-handed sword and still use magic without having to, you know, chop and change. Other gaming, how go there? Would you? Yes, I would definitely like some ship parts. Oh, fucking ship parts. One of these days, we're gonna finally get ship parts. And I'm gonna be like, oh my god. Did we get ship parts? I'll make like a 10-hour long video of like just looking at every ship part in slow motion. A lot of cool mods came out this week. A lot of pricey ones, which I'm not opposed to. Yeah, I need to hit somebody up about increasing Shipbreaker's max crew. So the crew is based on two things. It's based on the engine, or the reactor, the weapons, and then your perks. Now, you need to upgrade your ship command crew, Tenebro. Which, is that still bugged, Michael and Lee? Do you still need to, like, only do it in the frontier, or have they fixed that? I'm assuming they fixed that. Oh. Oh, this is nice. Hello. Oasis. Oh, it's fixed. Nice. Okay, that's not too bad then. Once you've that leveled, because I want to say you can probably get like 10. So I don't know if each weapon just adds like a percentage towards a crew slot, or if, I know turrets give quite a lot. I gotta go swimming. Okay. Ooh, what are you? Trickster's glove. Working on skill to shield breakers. Yeah, so shield breakers A, isn't it? I think. So the first thing you need to do, Tenebro, is you're going to need to increase the reactor to C class, and increase the shield to C class, and increase the grav drive, just, you know, so you can. Swimming is very good in this game, which is weird because there's not really many like underwater encounters or creatures. But once you have it C class, you want to put see, again, I know that it's based on a few things. Like, I know that if you slam down, like, say if you made only like 4 or 5 control stations, you're not going to get, you know, 4 or 5 control. Oh, he dead. Oasis level down. Groundwater pumping in third warm. Water warmer than usual. Clarity is better. Ali died off. Pom 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 pom. Beefed up best about to start. It's a good ship. Michael, I got a question for you. In your line of work, have you ever... What would you say is the most, like, treacherous water environment you've, like, been in? Like, in terms of, like, not, like, necessarily, obviously, the circumstance. I mean, like, because you've said you've, like, waded in, like, in, sewers and stuff before, didn't you? We have asked for, but can you play? Yes, you can. Ha ha. What? No. Ha ha. I am in third person. Yeah, you can definitely bump it up. We need... How the fuck am I gonna find this guy? Where is he? How do I get... Is it fucking there? Is there like an... There's an entrance in there, isn't there? There's 100% an entrance in there. Cracking open a monster. I don't know if it's just like... Because Monster, I know it's an American company. I don't know if like they originally like were trying to cater to like American taste. But like in Europe, we're big fans of strawberry flavored things, apple flavored things, and kind of orange flavored things. And also blackcurrant. Is blackcurrant a thing in America? Oh, okay. Jesus. 800 foot? Fuck me. You know, because I was, blackcurrant's so nice. No, because the reason I was asking is because, I think it's, now I don't know if it's, we have like a lake in the Ireland, in the north called Loch Ness. I think it's Loch Ness. But there's a big issue with it recently. Blackcurrant's illegal? What? Are you trolling? But there's like a weird, no, Loch Ness. No, that's Scotland. But like there's some sort of weird algae in caustic soda if the suit... Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, fuck that. And like, would the suit, like, is it a sort of thing where, like, I'm assuming you can only spend a certain amount of time, like, will the suit slowly degrade? Like, would you have to ditch the suit after that or kind of reapply some sort of thingy? Or is it more so the suit itself is fine as long as nothing goes wrong with, like, the connections? Oh, what the fuck? That's mad. Also, wild cherrying. Ooh. I quite like some cherry. A big fan of Pepsi. I really want the Nitro Pepsi. I ran the wrong way. Did I? Wait, where am I? Nope, I ran the wrong way. But there's a... What was I gonna say? So yeah, so there's like this... It's like a... I don't know what causes it, but it's like this like super bright green algae. And apparently... standing in it with unprotected, like, you know, with your skin can cause issues. And apparently if you dive into it and you got any in your mouth, you would die within days. Now, I don't know if that's just fear-mongering. I know that there's types of algae that can be very dangerous. But usually you don't expect it in fucking somewhere like Ireland, where we're kind of known for very... How the fuck do I get up there? Don't know if the flavors over here are dollar stores, some of them alongside the game engine and Dragon Age. To be honest, it does give Dragon Age Zerbas. It really does give the Dragon Age vibe. And I wonder how many people who like played the Dragon Age kind of jumped from Dragon Age to this. I don't know if it's a flavor over there does for some of the alongside. I think it might be. We get a lot of those kind of flavored drinks, which... weirdly, like the vanilla Coke and stuff, and I'm not a huge fan of, but I like trying them in these ones. What do you think about Darkstar? I mean, I'm not against it. Like, Darkstar is quite a good mod. And there's been a lot of... Wicked has put a lot of work into it. Not really my cup of tea, just because I never really keep my New Game Plus long enough, but anybody who's using New Game Plus, it's, you know, it's pretty cool. I will say the only worry about like something like Darkstar, and it's not even Darkstar itself, it's, are we gonna get people coming out of the woodworks now thinking, oh, maybe I can charge €10 for a paid mod, because like Darkstar, you know, fair is worth it. I guarantee you there's some fucking dickhead out there that's gonna rip some free skin and make a really crappy paid mod for €10 and think it's worth it. And if you're out there, I'll make a video on it, motherfucker. Strawberry. Ooh, that sounds actually quite... See, the Dr. Pepper itself... Right, we're going to have to skip this quest. I don't know what's going on here. Like, strawberries and cream... Or Dr. Pepper, I'm not a huge fan of myself. Just because I thought it was like a Coke alternative. It is not a Coke alternative. It is fucking medicinal as hell. But, like, I do like strawberries and cream. That's, like, a very nice flavor. That's kind of, I still can't believe though that you guys don't have, like, blackcurrants are so nice. Because Ribena is like we have like squashes over here, like diluted drinks. What's going on here?
Does this amuse you, seeing your kin caged like beasts?
No true kin would desert Solace. All we have are our oaths to Nandru, and you broke them.
I've seen punishment for deserting the military, but a settlement.
The damn oaths.
I know,
again.
like, some of
You
the...
might as well be
Is it...
one
What's the other one that's in America that has loads of drink? Mountain Dew has loads of flavors. We don't get any over here. We get the normal Mountain Dew, which... Realistically, it's just a kind of a... bittier 7-Up.
Honestly, I don't care anymore. I'm getting too hungry to even think.
What's going on here? Why aren't you feeding the prisoners?
What's going on here is Pargrunen business. Stay out of it, Outlander.
Yeah, don't need a blessed outsider pretending they know anything. Move along.
Excuse me?
Can't imagine why you even set foot here. These are Pargrunen lands, last I checked.
Meaning mind your tongue and your judgment while you're here, outsider. These folk have done much to deserve their cages.
This is why I would not last in certain regions of the world. I am way too opinionated. I'd be like, that doesn't seem right. You shouldn't do that. Should I see a prisoner defending the jailer? Fine. I'm looking for an old godless tower marking the way to the garden.
You won't find much at that old ruin, but I'm glad to see you go.
Follow the main road north and then east. You'll find some
You not a fan,
paths to
bro?
follow after you hit the cliffs.
Is Mountain Dew... Isn't Mountain Dew the kind of the main drink of, Ooh, I'll have to definitely check that. Because there's a good few mods I haven't got around to them. I usually do the paid mods on a Thursday. I'm excited to... Is that where I need to go? No. That's fair. I will say it's locate the garden. Where? Over there. My bane is always drinks. I like kind of the fizzy drinks and stuff, and I know they're bad for you, but like, if I go to like the shop, I'd rather get like a couple of like, you know, drinks than some sweets, just because, yeah. Exit here. Confirm. Let's go. Right. I kind of wanted to buy that shield. Do we have enough money? See, I did look at it, and like, to be honest, in practice it seems kind of cool, but at the same time it seems like they're adding like a few things together to try and make it feel like it's that like it's like, not saying that it's not worth it. The hunting aspect is very cool. The farming aspect, honestly, I think it should have been a separate thing. Like, they should have been like 2 separate mods. Just because I could definitely get behind the hunting, because, you know, hunting is kind of an active thing you do, whereas farming is more passive. You kind of plant and then kind of walk away. Hello.
My gods, they're killing it.
What's not?
Outlander, my gods, help me. We're being slaughtered.
What's going on
The
here?
archives, please go.
Oh! Crossman to investigate. What happened?
My brothers, my fellow monks, they
Sacrilege.
changed into monsters before my eyes.
Even with like the creamers,
Oh my
like I got
gods,
one of the,
how
what
could
is it,
this
like
happen?
Costa did one. It was like a kind of a strawberry sort of coffee thing, and I was like, I could taste the coffee. Head to the archive right away.
Oh, thank the gods. Bless you, Outlander. Friend.
I feel like heavy whipping cream is the key to anything.
Head north along
I
the
bought
main
these like
road.
buns in the shop the other day. I was basically kind of like a donut, but like split, so you top and bottom, and it was probably filled with like easily 6 inches of cream, and oh my god, they were so nice. I'm not usually one for pastries, but you know, you add some cream, and you're like, yes.
Be ready. On the tracks, we won't be alone for long.
Oh dear lord. Hello? See, that kind of reminds me of like over here, like people who try to get into drinking Guinness, they usually dilute it with some sort of like a cordial first to kind of train them to get used to it, which I personally find funny because I'm like, if you don't like the taste of it naturally, why the fuck are you drinking it? But then, you know, you gotta do what you get. Oh, hello. You gotta do what you gotta do. Aha! Get killed. Aha! Get killed. You guys remind me of little Argonians. Oh hell. Kill them? Kill them all. Let God sort them out. Oh wait, no, that wouldn't work in this universe. Apparently there's loads of gods and I don't know. What is that? Epical greatsword. I don't know. Raving eroded by time. Leo? What's bitter talk for people like myself who are not aware of the lingo? Oh, 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 oh. Speaking of, you know what I find quite hilarious, right? So, you go to like the likes of Aldi or like Lidl or like, you know, like any sort of, oh, so like a shandy. Well, kind of, if it's only a splash, not really shandy. Well, it still looks like frostbite to me. I didn't know, I mean, that makes sense. I didn't know Dragon Age ran on frostbite. Mass Effect engine also frostbite. Excuse me. But you could like, you can go like to Aldi and like there's a very popular like kind of brand called Copperberg, which is like a cider, really nice, but it's like kind of pricey because it's an alcohol. But you can get like a non-alcoholic variant for like €2, and it's like 700 milliliters, and it's a glass bottle, and it's like far cheaper than, you know, like Coca-Cola or something. And I'm always kind of shocked because I'm like, realistically, like a non-alcoholic cider is kind of like probably one of the probably one of the very refreshing drinks to drink, just because it's very juicy. I can open the key. Do not worry. Aha. You just Audra. Ring of Greater Overseeing. Oh, what is the Ring of Greater Overseeing? Oh, AoE times 20. Yeah, no, it does, honestly. It tastes really nice. Like, I'm a big fan of them. Like, anytime because usually, like, it's kind of funny because very few people, like, I feel like the pricing is probably because very few people buy non-alcoholic drinks over here, so they tend to sell them a lot cheaper. Figure out how to make custom biomes of planet planets. Oh, that's fucking sick. All right, Michael, have fun. Stay safe. That's fucking sick. I feel like that's kind of one of the main kind of elements of the, like, that is missing when it comes to kind of you know, like that sort of modding. Is like just being able to where am I? This is a pyre? This is a pyre. I haven't had the apple flavor, but that sounds awesome. Because yeah, that is actually, considering they do like fruity cider more. Obviously, I don't know if they have apple in them, the normal ciders. Right now is a oh, that's so fucking cool. I wonder is you could technically, well no, I know cider is apple, but I just mean like I'm assuming they would have them in it, even in the like non-apple flavored ones. I wonder is there like bone? I think there is bones in game. You could probably like place like bones and like fossils and stuff. I'm excited to see how it did in action. So I feel like that's something that, like, from a realism point of view, like, you know how, like, you have, like, the POIs that, like, the natural POIs? Oh, I did. Yeah, no, same. Like, some of the POIs were, like, you know, like, the one where it's like, oh, the methane pushed water up to the surface and stuff. And, like, it, like, teases, like, things that, like, seem really, really cool. But like we never actually get to see them. Like a dried up ocean biome like would be so cool. Like having like varied planets, like, you know, planets where like literally like, you know, like where, how do I stop him? Where the like oceans dried up, or like heavily like volcanic biomes, just stuff like that. That guy.
That'll show him.
Oh. Are you recreating Earth? We can go back to our cradle. So I know there's like, I think a few people have tried to do like the planet stuff. Like there's one person that wanted to make a kind of a Elder Scrolls, like a Nern planet, which is really cool. But currently you're quite limited because you could just do, you know, the generic biomes. See, the thing is, so I got a question with regards to the planet tendency, right? Are you able to, like, let's say we're using like Earth, for instance. Are you able to like assign the biomes wherever you choose? Like, could you make it so that, let's say, where America used to be is all ocean? Or like, is it more like, you've less control over stuff like that? Yeah, there's a ton of steps involved. The system to set up with enough full support. Why have they not added support to that? Like, I feel like that's the one part of like Starfield that's like kind of lacking, is like the planetary kind of system. That's running lava. I shouldn't jump down there, right? Yeah, no, let's not jump down there. No. Alright, we'll do it. Let me save. Learned how to draw biomes and make them like a big map, but it's something I do manually. Ah, okay. Whee! Yeah, we did. Because I always found that kind of strange. Like, you know, like how, like when you're looking on like certain planets, you like click an area and it'll say that it's a forest biome. And then you move an inch to the right and it'll say it's a desert. Inch to the left, it'll say it's like a swamp. And like, obviously you can have that sort of overlap, but I kind of wish that it was more, like, you know, like kind of like Minecraft style, where like the biomes were more present. Like, you know, like the biomes took up like a larger portion of the map. Because like you have it with some places, like, you know, like some moons will just have like craters and then they'll have like ice caps. Oh, vanilla Starfield is fun. I would say download a few vanilla mods. Although saying that, I'd probably wait before actually diving into mods, because knowing your luck, if you start to mess with mods, that's like, all right, guys, new update. Hello, who are you?
Who are you, Spirit? The plague's corrupted the rest of us. The Steel Garou. Our minds.
Well, whoever drew them did a fucking piss poor job.
Take me.
No offense.
My sanity.
I'm assuming they probably were doing it more so to kind of let a level of yeah, like I feel like they definitely should have manually drew them, because the thing too is
The fox cries at the pain of the hare.
we're killing him.
The justice of the wild.
Go away. Oh, I know you're not real. I'll stop you if I must.
I doubt you could tell a spirit from a shade. In any case, I'm perfectly real.
My soul is mine. Mine! It will not.
See, I don't know if they would have used AI, because I remember people kind of the whole thing with the procedural generation. It was like they worded it as like a tile system, and you can stretch the tiles over the.
Tricksome devil! Oh, God, it's still there. I see the canopy of a tree inside your soul. No! Stop looking at me! I don't want to see it!
He's beyond prayer at this point.
Yes, Kai, I could see that.
How do you want to play this? I don't see him backing down.
We're not going to get useful. Let's go. Put him out as misery, I should think.
No! No! My soul is my own! I want to live!
I'm sorry, Erwin.
We've got company. Bravo!
At least the volcano's easy to find.
See, he might have genuinely been like fully sentient, but these this dream plague is like the flood from Halo. You can't risk it. Repairing all new planets. I've been extra steps involved. Is an existing planet. They were a big help. Ooh. I mean, that's the sort of stuff though that I love seeing like modders kind of do, is the planets. That's always something I've kind of wanted to see. Like making your own like custom systems. Like little kind of tweaks. Like imagine the fun of like making like a high grav world and like populating it with like a load of like really big like melee creatures. Or like a low gravity world. Ow. I'm good. I'm up. Round 2. Fight. Oh, there's the healer. Were you the healer? No, you're the healer. No, are you the healer? Where's the healer? Aha! Spin to win! Whee! One thing I don't know if you noticed, so when you hit an enemy, you see under their health bar, there's like a yellow bar that fills. And when it fills fully, hitting them does like the little animation. It's very cool. It's like a kind of like a crit bar, which is a cool alternative. Super packs. Actually, now that I think about it, with how Fallout did like the VAT system, it's kind of interesting that Bethesda never did like a similar kind of thing for Skyrim. You know, like a kind of a, because there is crits in the game, but like imagine a way to bank your crits. Chest. Oh, imp catchers. Oh, I got new boots, actually. Let me check. Maximum stamina, movement speed. Hell yeah. Oh. Now we get some... So this increases my movement speed. In games like this, you know, like when you're like kind of like playing like and you're trying to play into a specific role, I'm always really bad because I try and be like super tanky, but then like you throw me armor that makes me move faster. Yeah, it's very nice armor. That's the only thing I will say about the game is like the armor is like it's very cool, but I feel like most players are going to be using unique weapons and armor, so like all the armor tends to go to waste. Like, I mean, the enemies wear it. I'm kind of surprised they didn't. And I think maybe you can enchant, but I don't know. I don't think you can enchant like special gear. This blade I have is really cool. It turns them to ice. Don't mind me just looting. Avada Kedavra. Yeah, give me that crit damage. Aha! Alright, alright, alright. Our dreams divide us. We can't fast travel.
did this. You can tell because the cowards ran away.
What did they do?
We won't let them get far.
What did they do? I don't see anything. What am I missing here? Oh no! Alright, I didn't mean to do that. Where'd he go? Avada Kedavra! Oh, Alpha Strike Protocol. The fuck do you mean using stealth attacks? At what point was I stealthing? Right, apparently I'm stealthy now. Number one assassin, apparently. Oh, hello. Coming up to you. Give me a minute. Excuse me. Oh, oh no. Oh. Ow. Shit. Bom, bom. Bom, bom. Alright, so I just randomly got an email about Xbox Game Fest in June, which is going to showcase Outer Worlds 2 gameplay. It's cool, I suppose. How did they even get up there? I really hope that we get some Starfield update before then. Like, cause I don't think I could take another sort of thing where like they're like, oh yeah, we got some cool stuff coming, and then they really don't show us anything. Hello, Steve Garo Champion. Trust us, yeah. The thing is, like, I personally do have trust. But at the same time, it'd just be nice to know what the fuck's going on, you know? I think Bethesda don't realize that, like, well, Starfield obviously isn't their mainstay for, like, making that dollar bill, yo. People are looking at them and like, well, if this is how they're kind of going to be doing Starfield, like, you know, an expansion and then radio silence for 6-7 months, is that what it's going to be like for Elder Scrolls 6 or for Fallout 5? You know, like, we Starfield fans are quite vocal. Can you imagine if it was a more mainstream, like, Elder Scrolls 6, which people, I feel like, it's probably one of the most anticipated games. I'd say Elder Scrolls 6 is probably still more anticipated than Fallout 5, just because the TV show really has helped Fallout's, like, grow, Fallout's reputation. There's, I remember when BioWare were doing a thing for Andromeda or Mass Effect 3, one or the other, they did a thing where basically they asked like Casey Hudson, I think that was his name, who was the head of BioWare, like they asked him like 70 questions. It was just like random questions about like the various like lore. Some of them were quite deep, some of them were joking. I'd love to see like a Bethesda style one. Like the simple things that like can ships in Starfield fly in an atmosphere? You know? Ooh, how many people actually made it off Earth? What is the Unity loss? Don't worry, sir. I'm just gonna beat up this guy right over you. One moment, my good man. Are you okay?
Thank you. Thank you. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't come.
Don't worry, boss. Well, I can for sure say not many, imagine. I know. Like, because that's the thing too, right? Again, I'm not a scientist, but like, surely, could people not have lived underground? In vaults? Up in the Steel Girl.
I don't know. They caught me. They said they had questions. Then they stopped making sense.
Because is Earth and Mars in a kind of a similar situation, or is Earth more fucked?
Please. There is a friend of mine hiding in the summit. You have to help me before it's too late.
Let's hope it's not too late.
I feel like we need like a NASA scientist. Ask them some questions. 100%. If anybody, so science does not support Bethesda's atmosphere time frame. It took Mars millions of years to fully lose that. But the only thing is, grav drive technology, am I right? Or no, not grav drive technology, the artifacts. So what, with no atmosphere on Earth, we wouldn't be able to live in caves? Or biomes? Like habs? I remember I seen a video when, I think when Starfield first came out, It was like a rocket scientist. If the gravity fully knocked their mouse here in one go, it'd take a long time for Earth to be in a state. Oh. Oh. Vede cadebra. See, the whole running from Earth, it just seems... Oh, hello, Jesus Christ. It just seems like kind of like, all right, we've like got a problem. Let's try and work on a plan. And like that one guy that's like, what if we make rocket ships so only like 0.5% of the planet can leave? And normally you'd be like, you're a fucking idiot. That's what I mean. Like, where the... Like, they have a whole franchise about fucking vaults. Like, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if down the line we get a DLC or an expansion about, like, a secret, like, organization that, like, lived under Earth. Like, deep, deep under Earth. That's where the Dwemer live. Can you imagine? Just fast travel to Earth, instantly loads up Fallout. What I was saying earlier, there was like a NASA scientist who, I think it was a NASA rocket engineer or rocket designer, was like talking about like the spaceships from Starfield. It was like a really cool video. He was mainly looking at the frontier because it was one of these things where whoever was like kind of supplying him with the information, you know, was just had only obviously only played like through the base couple of missions. But I'd love to see like more like scientific takes on it. Like there's a couple of channels I've like watched that kind of do that. Like there's a surgeon, I think, on YouTube that did like a series on the Spartan augmentations and the Warhammer, the Black Carapace augmentations, and like how plausible it is. Yeah, it is weird that they kind of, but then I suppose, see, they probably wanted, like, that was their main thing. Like, Earth is dead. They want to kind of put emphasis on the settled system. So they just probably were in this thing of like, look, let's just do it this way. Right, give me 1 second. I'll be back in like 2-3 minutes, guys. I just need to grab something. Sorry about that, I am back. Alright, what the heck? Oh shit. Ooh. Bum, bum, bum. Ba, 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 ba. By design, Earth is ripped for mods. Ripe. Several is made with the. Yeah, no, I do agree. I do think that I've lived on it for the last 3 runs.
There's gotta be another way through.
But I'm Earth and the Moon when it comes to outposting. See, because it's a weird one. Oh, there are clips by the way. It's a weird one with the likes of Earth, because like it's humanity's cradle. Like it'd be like imagine like, you know, like a house that you've lived in, like your families have lived in for generations, just watching it get bulldozed by some idiot who doesn't know how science works. Like we give it up too easily. Like where's the factions that are trying to terraform it, you know? Like if the grav drive, and then this is where Crimson's very minimal ideas of science. If the grav drive or the artifact could affect the magnetosphere, is it the magnetosphere? Surely there's a way to counteract it and do it, reverse it. Yeah, but we don't need the resources in this day and age. Grav drive is based near the artifact. The artifact could have been powerful enough to kill the officer. That's, well, that's kind of the whole point of it, wasn't it? They were messing with the grav drive technology of the artifact, and it basically caused a. It basically caused a. What would you say? Like a. Like it basically messed with everything. Now that was down to humans being fucking idiots. I mean, we're adventurous people. You know, we like what is it? You know the saying, nothing ventured, nothing gained. But that'd be like me trying to make a TNT bomb in my living room. You know, I'd maybe move outside for that shit. You know, see, there should have been, and I think part of it, Lee, was really that they wanted to kind of stay away from Earth as much as possible. That's kind of the whole, like, not the linchpin. Like, that's their big kind of thing. Like, look, you need to understand Earth's dead. We need to move on. And, like, realistically, Earth isn't dead. Earth's not habitable, but she's still there. You know? Pack an extra oxygen suit. Extra oxygen tank and tent, you're good to go. Thought there was a non-zero chance, would it? See, this is why humans are fucking idiots. It's like, you're playing, like, I feel like using the saying, you're playing God, is not even a good enough kind of excuse. Like, and look, I will say, obviously, nuclear, like the Manhattan Project, which was, I haven't watched the movie, but I know that it was done as a weapon. But I feel like the benefits of nuclear power and nuclear fusion, it far outweighs the kind of the danger of the weaponized version. And it was a risk, and yeah, it paid off. It paid off, but like, I don't know if I'd be doing that with Everton, you know? Because wasn't it in World War II, the Germans were more interested in hydrogen, wasn't it? Than, because see, this is where my limited, because I know hydrogen is hydrogen more powerful when it comes to, when you kind of compare it, like, you know, like hydrogen versus like nuclear fusion. Obviously there's different types of nuclear fusion. Because I know hydrogen cars were really, they're like, that was a big scare factor with hydrogen cars because of the fact that hydrogen bombs are very dangerous. Yeah, that's not me. Like, this guy needs to fucking chill. Like, if somebody fucking, if somebody was to like come to me and be like, yo, bro, you should do this, and I'm like, who the fuck are you? It's like, I'm you. It's like, no, we ain't doing the Ghost of Christmas Past here. Whatever I was doing, whatever path I was on, I am doing a 180-degree turn. But then it's one of those situations where it's like, is that just fate? You know? What's the Philadelphia project? That where they make the cheese? I'm sorry, I just had to go there. I always go down the nuclear route and save and then realize that you don't win the game with nukes. So here's what I understand about the grav drive. They're gravity, anti-gravity devices. The artifacts can ignore gravity, and that's how the grav drive works. The result on Earth? No time travel. Yeah, exactly. Time travel back. Well, see, the thing is, right, is we know that. We do... You are correct on that. Want to make ships invisible. What? In real life? That's kind of cool. I mean, to be fair, with some camouflage, you can kind of do a decent job of making ships invisible. Because, see, it does make you wonder, though, right? The grav drive, clearly they must have improved it because it doesn't cause issue on other planets. Plus, the concept of kind of... See, this is where, like, I'd love to sit down with a Bethesda lore person. Hello, Down. Because there has to be a limit, right, on the grav drive and anti-grav. Now you're using words that are beyond my pay grade. But that makes sense, Magic Man. See, does that mean though, right? Because isn't there like proposed theories of how you could restart a magnetic field on a planet? Like if you were to, in theory, right, if you could drill down to the core of the planet, could you fill the core? Is that what... I've never seen the movie Core. Is that what they do in the movie Core? Grav drive should have broken Earth's core and that killed our magnet, but our atmosphere would still take a long time to disappear. There's a movie. Oh, okay. It looks like a fucking movie about everything. Is it a good movie or is it kind of questionable? I'm gonna get jumped the minute I look at this. It was in the early 90s. The atmosphere just grabbed right. Some planet out there just got double the atmosphere. Like, hell yeah, we got double. But it leaves a lot to question. And like, this is the thing, like, I always find with like science fiction stuff like Mass Effect and Halo, because I love science fiction. Fucking Aquila, of course, the Freestar fucking Collective get extra fun stuff. But it makes me want to like understand more. And realistically, the devs don't know because, like, I mean, would scientists even fully be aware of like what? Because I mean,
either they were 2 steps ahead of us or running for their lives.
Are these Pogrunen books? Light campfire reading? I wonder how the Stilgarrote got them. They've got Solace Keep circled on that map. Whatever this means, it isn't good.
So what I was gonna say is like it makes, because we know NASA and Starfield partnered, and they probably ran it by, like, roughly by NASA. But I would have loved to see like a more, like, imagine what would have happened on Earth. Like, it would have, like, because here's the thing, right? If they were able to if they were able to mess with a... You know, I like it. I don't know if it makes sense. Oh god, I remember that one. That was a really good episode. They were like trying to figure out why it wouldn't power off. 100% they do prioritize plot, which it's a game. I completely understand. Oh, the movie. Okay, never mind. Fair. I was gonna say, I liked how they kind of did it for the plot point. You know, it's a game. Plot always matters over the accuracy, but it does make you wonder, because the implications, right? Because it's like, if they messed with an artifact, like, we don't know what they did with the artifact, right? We know that they did something to it, but it's the fact that when we learn this in the story, it makes you realize, like, the artifacts, how difficult is it to replicate what they did with the artifact, right? Because can you imagine if House Faroon found out how to do that, and they like sent a machine similar to the one on Earth to New Atlantis or to Aquila, and like slowly but surely, like, I'm assuming, you know, we know grav drive. Well, we're assuming grav drive tech is a lot safer nowadays than what it is, but it's still, to me, like, I'm gonna be honest. I think the idea of, I think realistically, grav in most science fiction universes, or like Halo and Mass Effect and stuff, generally speaking, right? With Halo, slip space engines, with Mass Effect, the FTL. You want to keep those engines very far away from a planet. Like, yes, frigates and stuff can, like, they can land on planets and stuff, you know, fair. But the idea of just, like, yeah, I feel like grav drives should not be allowed on a planet, realistically. Like, I think that all ships should, like, land, they should, like, board, you know, in atmosphere, in a space station, and then get shuttled down by ships that don't have a grav drive. If someone used the vacuum one. Yeah, see, I was reading on that Alcubierre drive, which, it was interesting because Todd actually references it in something when, like, that's how it works. Like, it's not, what does he say? He says that it's like the way he describes it. So they put some effort into it. You know, it's not just FTL. All right. I still gonna look for the garden and the keep.
There's no obvious path from Solace.
Hang on. What if that path is under the keep?
And you the thing is, right, you would assume people would have, like, you would assume that. Refined between ours. Oh yeah, no, it's definitely been refined, but still, it worries me. Like, it really worries me, like, because I know in Halo, slip space drives, even a small one, can do catastrophic damage. And a slip space drive isn't as... It's not distorting gravity, you know? Like, we've seen what happens in Shattered Space when they start messing with fucking gravity. Grav drives. If it's true, how would the Steel Girl know?
Someone must have told Ludwig. Even amongst a tight-knit group like the Pargrunen, there's always someone with a price.
We can't allow the Steel Garrote to reach the garden.
See, it's stuff like this, though, where, like...
And we are meant to take you.
Remember what we're fighting for. The people of Living Land are counting on us.
Don't forget the plants
Oh,
and
you don't
animals.
use the content of the
Their
Great
souls depend on this as
Serpent.
We won't let them down.
It's just like accidentally, it's like, hello, is this the Great Serpent? It's like, who the fuck is this? How did you get this number? It's like, so you the Great Serpent? Sir, this is Pizza Hut for the 5th fucking time?
Trespasser, she defiles our ground.
We're blowing up in the sun. Planet, but that's like saying we fixed the glitch in nukes. That's what worries me, is someone can, and someone probably is trying actively. Because, like, with any of that tech, I'm influenced by the anti-Mass Effect 3 in this, but my fear is that Victor, as I was given the grav drive tech by the Unity, Valve not so much earned Starborn. It's definitely possible. Because with the grav drive tech being dangerous.
The garden is under our protection.
And who is going to stop me?
Like, in order to know how to prevent it, we have to know how it works.
The garden.
Wardens will never.
Yesterday, this island suffered in the grip of its own madness. Today, the living lands unites under one flag. One people. One law. One true God. No! Never again!
Oh. Uh-oh. Hold on, now I will add on that because that is very true, Dong. This cutscene's quite cool. Alright, so what I was gonna say is that is a cool scene and it gets shit on a lot, right? But here's the thing with like any sort of franchise like that. Like, yeah, some people argue that it's kind of, you know, lore breaking, but it's like you can't always be like you can't always be confined by like what was like that sort of thing with the grav, because it also, that reminds me of what else I was gonna say. It was like for instance with grav drive tech, like in Elite Dangerous, right? When it comes to you're doing your jumping, you can't jump in like a mass. So like if you're near another ship that's bigger than you, Mass Effect, you can't make a jump if there's a ship in front of you. Halo, I think it's something similar. I wonder, is there a limitation on the grav drive? Like when you're grav driving, right? If you're looking directly at a planet when you grav drive, scientifically, is that a problem? See, I don't know if the Great Serpent's the Unity. I feel like it's probably going to be one of these.
Come. Let's talk.
It's probably like one of these situations where the Great Serpent is probably like some form of the Unity. Oh yeah, we're always talking about Starfield.
So here you are. Sapadal coaxed you toward the garden, a spider luring a fly to the
Welcome, Bogus.
safety
I
of
will.
the web.
Who spins? Who rides? She weaves a trap of steel.
Another universe Starfield, damn right.
Look at my paladins.
I don't think it's a Starborn. I don't think a Starborn would have that much. Well,
I should
nah.
have realized it sooner. The Dream Scourge is Sapadal's weapon, a cudgel to drive us out of the living lands.
I don't think it's a weapon. I think it's a reflex.
Then Sapadal's danger is only outmatched by their unpredictability.
I don't believe your god could knowingly wield the Dream Scourge. Their mind is broken, with no capacity for malice.
And no capacity for reason either. Like
Ooh,
a child
how was
playing
it?
with
Was it a
their
good game?
mother's Invention. Isn't that right?
You talk too much. The dead should remain silent.
I'm right.
What a pair we make, Envoy. Proxies in a war between gods. Your patron versus my faith. A war that ends here and now. The choice is ours. Do we trust our own judgment? Or do we gamble it all on the monster whispering in your ear?
Vision of the Unity and was mad by. That is a very plausible response, or a very plausible reason. I hope that's not it though, because that would be kind of sad. Sapadal deserves a chance to be free.
You've seen what they can do in chains. Setting them loose would be a disaster. No matter where we turn, we find the consequences of Sapadal. Plague, blight, madness. The Living Lands hangs by a thread because mortals cannot live in the shadow of a god, much less one that's lost its mind.
You know, I seen the trailer and stuff, and it looks very fun. I quite like the storytelling behind it.
Use whatever brain is left in your skull. Mortals have been here for centuries. It's only gotten worse since you arrived.
You and I alone can save the Living Lands by destroying the unending madness.
You're not even human anymore. You're wrong. When I reach the garden, I'm setting her free. Inverse the unity being the source of all existence, the great serpent being the void. It's a fair theory. Like I always like the destiny, going to destiny here. You know, like how the destiny, you've got the traveler versus the darkness, and like kind of like the, because you could argue, right? Does unity upset the balance of life? You know? Who's Anu and Padome? You're gonna have to elaborate there, Richard. I'm not familiar. I do know the Sith is void thing. I do think that, like, Bethesda and their pantheons, I feel like there probably is, like, if the Great Serpent is some, like, godlike entity. Oh. Who's Anu and Padome? Which Elder Scrolls gods are they? They're not. Are they some pointy-ear gods? You an elf worship? No, I'm joking. They're Anu. Well, now maybe I can figure this out. Most gods are bastardizations of the original gods. No, because none of the human gods. Oh, Skeletor. That is Skeletor. You're wrong. When I reach the garden, I'm setting her free. Yeah.
You know them best. If that's what you believe, I'll stand by you.
Hear that, you shambling old bag of bones? You decaying cesspit
Hello,
of
Sky. Just.
nightmares?
I knew it might come to this.
You're literally undead. You accepted the gifts of your god.
Still, I had hoped your wisdom would prevail, if not your loyalty. What a shame to destroy.
I'm gonna hollow out your skull and use it as a drinking cup. You're always meant to fight my nature against your faith.
This battle has raged for millennia. If you will not finish it,
Opposite in the world of chaos. Ah.
prepare yourself.
What Elder Scrolls gods are they, though, specifically? What pantheon? Sapadol, give me your power. See, I'm familiar with a lot of Elder Scrolls lore now, I will say. I'm not familiar with, like, anything before Oblivion. Yeah, damn right. She's outlived her usefulness. Comes this nice land burning people. Ah, okay. Makes sense. By June and Jode. I know about the Tribunal. I know about the Living Gods from ESO. Like, I know ESO lore. I know Oblivion, Skyrim. I know little bits of Morrowind, but mainly from ESO. But you could argue if the Living Gods are gods at all, though. I mean, they are gods, technically, but... In the win. I know the Khajiit gods. Some of them. The player character is Lorcan. I've heard that theory, too. That's why I kind of like in Starfield, you're pretty much a nobody. We drink to our youth when the days come and gone. For the age of aggression is now nearly done. We'll drive out the storm cloaks and restore what was lost. Blood in our steel we will take. Fuck, I always butcher the song, but I'm a big fan of the Imperial version. I'm a true Imperial. Ow. Yeah, no, I was saying that earlier. A lot of online websites are basically saying that they're going to stealth launch it. Which, to be honest, I'm hyped. Oblivion was my first foray into Elder Scrolls, and I fell in love with it. The thing is, are they going to do the DLCs with it, too? Oh. Shivering Isles. Yes. I want to be Jigalag. Or want to bite Jigalag. What's your guys' favorite, like, song from the Elder Scrolls Bard thingy? I love Red Diamond. And Akatosh slew Lord can he probably not Balldog. Just because I did a review on a horse armor. Yeah, damn right I need that horse armor. Just because I did a review of it. Oh, whoops. Oh god. I did a review of it back when it like first came out, and I know it's probably changed a lot. I did, to be honest, I did see that Tennessee, and we were actually immediately were talking about that here. Oh, you dirty bastard! How dare you? Where's my god power, fucking Sapadal? Oh yeah, it's gonna be so fucking cool. Same. I think, oh, mine's actually more than probably, let me see, when did I last play it? Actually, no, yeah, probably around then, too, around 10 years. Shit. See, I really like, and I will do a video on the harvest and stuff, but it's, the thing is, I looked at it briefly, excuse me? You fucking wannabe Grim Reaper? See, I looked at it briefly, and it has, like, quite a lot of cool features. The one thing I will say is I'm more interested in the hunting stuff than the farming. Because I feel like, you know, it's a cool bundle, but I kind of wonder if, like, if they ever intend to kind of, like, separate them. And I don't mind. I still have to, oh shit, Ali. I still plan on doing a review of that Jupiter. I plan on literally playing for a couple of hours and just kind of seeing all the various things, and with, you know, because I'm actually, that Jupiter mod, like, a couple of things interest me, like the fact that suits aren't fitted to you. I do like that. Like, that, while being a small thing, kind of makes me realize, okay, the mod author, you know, they know what they're doing. They have some cool ideas. Ludwig, fuck off. Who the fuck are you? Like, hunting is something that, like, we've needed desperately. Because it's really annoying that, you know, like, stuff and all that doesn't, like, it's like, oh, you killed this giant beast on, Hemorrhoidia 4. I wonder, will it drop a rare food I can eat? No. But I've kind of like changed up my recording style, because I realized that I was recording on PC and then going to Xbox, and realistically there's no point doing both, because generally speaking, you know, if it works on Xbox, it should work on PC. I don't know why it wouldn't. That'd be kind of funny. Also, I did the Star UI review. Didn't realize. See, and this is the one thing I will say about, like, with likes of Darkstar, and again, nothing against Darkstar specifically, but, like, the prices are going to keep increasing, and I don't know if there's a limit. I don't know if you... Is it against NDA, Tennessee, for you to tell me, is there, like, a price limit imposed by Bethesda? Because my only kind of worry is that things are like, say, for instance, right, look, Darkstar, interesting mod, adds a lot of cool stuff, you know, like, the mods have been out. I think it's just an all-in-one sort of thing. So, like, obviously, you know, you get what you paid for. But my worry is, like, people are gonna come in here. What's the limit, Starfield? Is 1,000 the limit? Because I'm just basically worried about, like, as we say, the shithousers coming in, making a semi-shit paid mod, and then thinking they can charge mad amounts of money for it, and it's just like, excuse me, fucking no. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, don't tell why. How high is it? Like, I'm gonna be honest. Even if you're gonna say, like, something like 20, 30 euro worth of credits, to be honest, I wouldn't be opposed to it. But realistically, it would have to be a lot of work. Like, we've seen some very cool things about to cost more. That's my biggest concern, Dong, is that. Because I feel like currently, I've always been very much, you know, like, when I started doing, like, the modding stuff, because, you know, I like Starfield stuff, I initially tried to kind of just review them and not really give too much of an opinion, because ultimately I want people to make their own. But at the same time, you start seeing people doing questionable shit, and I feel like I have to be the voice nagging in the background, being like, what the fuck is this? Like, I'm always like, and it's a hard one. The only thing I will say is, I believe Bethesda have been, like, kind of, like, cracking down a little bit on, a bit like Doomship, yes. There's, like, a few mods, like, and don't get me wrong, like, most mods, because the thing, too, is, like, I don't care if he gets because I'll make it ragging on it. Honestly, it's same. Yeah, no, no, I do agree. I think the quality definitely needs to be the same level. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Like, the Veil quest was cool. The new one. The original one is still a buggy piece of shit. I suppose not piece of shit. I take that back because it's quite a good mod. It's a buggy mess. It's not a piece of shit. Which, the fact that it doesn't have any tie-ins to it, and it's quite a short quest, I think it's overpriced. I think it's cool, but I think it's overpriced. Like, I don't think... I'm trying to think realistically. Is there any mod currently on the... Is there any mod currently on... I keep beating up the wrong person. Is there any mod currently out that I think is worth... What mod do I think is worth the most, realistically? How much was Falkland? That was 500, right? Yeah, see, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think anything can be more expensive than Falkland. I think Falkland has set the bar. Anyone that's charging more, I think needs to look at what they're doing. And this is the thing, this is what they say. What did they say? Is it the free market and capitalism and stuff? Because the thing is, no matter what you price it at, people are going to pay, and that's one of the sad realities. Like, people will say vote with your wallet. Voting with your wallet's kind of meaningless. Like, I went on a bit of a crusade trying to get people to not buy paid ship mods.
Just like the good old
Hold on now. You gonna come back, bud?
We got the Inquisitor. Almost feels too good to be true. This isn't the first time she's died. It might not be the last. I hate to say it, but whatever did that. Whatever turned all those...
I will say, there's probably mods out there that I myself do think are worth what they're priced, if they're priced more than the 500, but my memory is not the best. See, and that's the thing, is like, and I still stand by this. Bad Tech, I don't think he should be selling his ships, because I'm gonna be honest, the fact that his ships can't be modified is like an instant, like, what the fuck. But I do think that if he wants to sell them as parts, definitely. Calibrated my enchantments? Oh no, I thought you were being genuine for a second there, Bulldog. I was like, what? He can do. Then I realized you're making a Mass Effect joke. But yeah, I kind of went in a crusade about it because I was like, you know, like, oh, you know, you shouldn't. But then, to be honest, there was a lot of people in the comments that were saying, like, look, give me a minute, Sapadal, I'm having a conversation. But I got a lot of comments of people saying that, you know, they don't build ships. They want to... All right, bro. Have a good one, gaming.
Speak. We would speak to you.
I don't want people getting ripped off, but I also like free market. I don't like the idea. Well, see... To be honest, I think that... I do agree. There's some... Like, the thing is, the ships are nice. I don't agree. Like, the dude has talent. And the fact that he went in and made custom parts, like, it's very... Like, I've been saying that. Like, I remember the first video I made, I basically shat on him. Because his first ship was a bit kind of subpar. But then I seen, like, his other mods, and I instantly backpedaled and was like, yeah, I misspoke. This guy clearly has talent. I just think that it should be framed as ship parts and not ships. You know? What was I gonna say? But the thing is, see, the only thing, right, Eclipse, I know I keep swapping between. Which would you rather me call you, Starfield or Eclipse? I have a habit of doing that. I kind of bounce between, depending. I'm not, like, I understand, like, that, you know, the Eclipse thing, okay. I understand, like, the free market and stuff, and I get it, because realistically, some people, like, weapon mods. You could have somebody selling a weapon mod, right, for 200 credits. They could have just pulled it off of a 3D modeling website, GG, you know, took them probably 5-6 hours to implement into the game, right? Then you could have someone who could have spent like 30-40 hours making the weapon mod, and they might need to charge more. But the issue is, you have situations like Probe Tech, and again, I have nothing against Probe Tech personally. Dude seems like a decent guy, you know, from what I've seen. Where his first paid mod was 700 credits, and I'm kind of like, Bethesda, what the fuck? Like, I know ultimately Bethesda, like, they take a chunk of the money, so they're kind of like, okay, you know, if you think your mod's worth that, fair. But I feel like there needs to be, like, some sort of kind of, like, some sort of middle ground, where, like, things don't have to have set pricing, but there needs to be, like, a certain standard they need to hit. You know, like, if they want to reach for specific pricing. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think any single weapon mod should ever be more than 500 credits. You know, it doesn't matter if it took you 10, well, saying that. I say that now and someone could come out with a very cool... It was very broken, and again, it's one of these things where, like, ultimately Bethesda allowed it. So regardless, you know, the kind of the criticism needs to be kind of, like, it needs to be put their way, you know? Because there is, you could then argue, oh yeah, no, I do. There's a lot of, like, kind of, when it comes to weapon standards and stuff, there's a lot, like, that I kind of hold to. Hello, Nora. How goes it? There's a lot of kind of, you know, standards for, like, different stuff. But that is the beauty of, like, the kind of the independent modder, where, like, people can kind of, like, you know, they can do what they want, they can charge what they want and stuff, and it's cool. But I think that... And again, I don't want to always do these sort of ranty videos, but I think another one is going to have to come at some point, because there is some mods out there where it's kind of like, this is like someone's first mod. This is not something you should be charging money for. Like, I feel like just, yeah. But then again, it goes back to Bethesda allows it. Even like the thing is like what? Like, let me... I know we're playing this. I like randy videos. Mission the cruiser, so the ending, one of the giant aliens, you can one hit after the level. One hit you after the whole level designed to make you overcome. See, you play enough extreme. What do you think Project Starborn is going to be like? What is Project Starborn? It's about 13 generously. The paid mods came with a well-priced value. They're about 1/3. They're about 1/3 of the paid mods. I feel I wouldn't be inclined to agree with you. I think off the top of my head, I'd probably say maybe. I'm trying to think. like, I always said that, because I suppose, actually, what you're saying there, you're not necessarily, I have to reevaluate that, because you're not necessarily that paid mods are, because I think the way I look at it, like with a lot of my reviews, is, does it work? Does it break my game? And if it does both of those things, the pricing is kind of like not negligible, but then it comes down to personal preference like anything else. But I do agree, like, there's definitely some mods that I think could be lower in price. And to be honest, there's been times when, like, I've had mod authors, like, reach out to me and, like, reviewed their mods early, and part of me wants to be like, oh, like, hit them and be like, yo, have you, like, tried lowering this a bit? And I would say to my girlfriend was like, don't ever say that. Regardless of what you think, like, you don't know what effort and work they put into it, which is very fair. My girlfriend is great like that. She keeps me grounded. But I will say, I do kind of roll back to the whole, like, if you can price as low as possible, like, as low as you can fit, you will sell more, you know? Like, it's why I always say, those, like, 100 credit, 200 credit mods, like, yeah. I have had so many people say that, like, I haven't used any, so I don't have an opinion. You should, there's a few I would definitely recommend, Tenebro, if you, like, ever want to throw some credits. Like, just off the top of my head, like for general play style, it's real comment, honestly. Like, there's, I need to do a video on it, to be honest, because there's a lot I would recommend for people, especially if PlayStation comes about, the PlayStation players come down, supposedly the Switch 2 players, there'll probably be like an uptake of people kind of looking at mods. Because, all right, we'll talk Sapadol. She's probably been like waiting, like, what is this idiot doing? Hey, baby girl. Wait, hello. Hey, baby girl. Hello.
They stand outside our prison. We rattle the bars they do not hear. We scream. They do not answer.
What's happening? You changed those people into Dream Trolls, didn't you? Tell me the truth, Sapadol. Are you behind the Dream Scourge?
Truth?
Jeez, look. What you mean?
They come.
Easily 11 out of 10, woman.
A surging flood of parasites. They destroy us bite by bite.
It's alright, you're safe.
They eat us alive. Out. Let us out. Set us free.
It's over. I killed the Dream Trolls. I do a lot of story mods, and I have a look for a story. Yeah, I do tend to agree with you, Eclipse. Like, and see, this is one of the things when it comes to reviews and stuff. Like, initially, the two, like, paid quest mods that came out last week, the Prax one and the Veil one. I will say the Prax, or the Veil one was more flashy, but the Prax one was a lot better from a lore point of view and what it was offering. That's the other thing I like, and again, because I don't want to be that person who, like, is kind of like, oh, they should be cheaper, but especially because I remember, like, I think I said it before, like, I used to watch, like, I mean, I still do watch Al Chessbridge, but I used to watch Al Chessbridge back in the day. The share space around €7? €7? Are you mad? Fucking €7! Hello, Darby. Stay there. Alright, no bother. Thanks, Darby. Sorry. I think you mean 7 hours. I definitely spent more than 7 hours playing it. I have, like, how many? I think I had like 14, 15 parts. They were all like about an hour and a half long. Obviously, I was doing everything. But going back to what I was saying, like, see, the thing is with these sort of mods, right? And, like, and I don't know, you might be able to intervene here, Tennessee, and let me know. We've seen some really interesting mechanics with Fallout mods and with Elder Scrolls mods, right? Like, I remember there was a big, huge mod like for Fallout New Vegas, like New Vegas Bounties, I think it was, and it was like these like free mods that were all about like bounty hunting, really intricate story, and like every time a new one came out, your character, like decisions you made carried over to an extent, like a la Mass Effect. Why the Veil? Why didn't? That's not funny, Lee. We got no ship parts. That's not even funny. Why didn't the Veil do that? Is it not possible currently to have that sort of thing? Because it's like the same with like companions. Like I remember the Oblivion. I think the most talked about companions ever is the Oblivion ones. It's the Khajiit guy. Now I haven't played. I know very little about modded Skyrim because that was never really my thing. I love Skyrim more kind of vanilla. But I was under the impression that that companion was like very well done and had so many like features to it. And we get some cool companions in game. You know, we've got some cool modded companions. But aside from the dialogue and stuff, there's not really a lot. And again, there's nothing inherently wrong with that. But like, they're not kind of breaking new grounds. And again, is it just because the CK is kind of new and there's like a lot of features that are kind of hidden away? Or is it just a case of some mod authors kind of doing the bare minimum? Anyway, those are people. How could you? It's over. I killed the steel gore won't hurt you anymore.
There are always more.
It might have been, but it's super tricky. You can't easily have one mod read data from another, not without creating a dependency. What are the major limitations of modding? What can be done and what can't? On console, we don't have access to the script extender, which is big for modding on PC because it allows the game to communicate with more stuff. It might have been super tricky. See, and that's the thing, because I've spoken to quite a few modders, and they've all kind of said that like the new CK is really tricky, and there's like a lot of cool features, but there's a lot of stuff missing. Like I remember one of the things Cordic was telling me that like was preventing him from doing like a proper mech was that there's no race change feature command, which in Fallout 4 you had power armor, which was a kind of a way to do that. But you would think like a lot of these modders Tennessee, have you modded, like, is Starfield's your first? I'm assuming Starfield's not your first time modding. Have you modded like other games? I've never actually thought to ask you that. Like, and if you did, was there like a big kind of jump backwards when it came to modding Starfield versus modding a previous CK sort of game? Keep trying, breathe, ground yourself. I'm telling a god to not have a panic attack. Like, what's going on? Lip sync, yeah, lip sync was. And it's, to be fair, lip sync is still a bit funky, but then, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't look at the lips when reading dialogue. I look at the dialogue. That's why, like, when people, I think the only modding I've ever done, I tried to mod Fallout 3 on my laptop. Without Fallout 3, it didn't work well. My Fallout 3 was on my Xbox. Like, I remember people were talking, first game I was Skyrim, however, I have modded lots of other games. Most of the same between, but everyone, okay. So would you say, like, coming into, say, Starfield, like, because you were, like, I remember you were telling me, like, from the get-go, like, you were, like, making, like, mods, like, fucking out the wazoo, and Bethesda were basically implementing them around the same time, and you're kind of like, what the fuck? So, like, like, see, this is the thing, like, this is where, like, I don't know, like, a lot about modding, but, like, I'm gonna be honest, from a technical standpoint, your recent mod, the one that, like, even my review did very bad justice because I'm too stupid for stuff like that, like, that seems to me, yes, that one, like, the Blacklist, like, that seems to me far more technologically impressive than a lot of the stuff we see. And obviously, that's, I suppose part of that is because, like, I don't know what I don't know the ins and outs of the modding and stuff, and it's like, if you're able to do something like that, it's like some of these other modders, it's like, are they just not pushing out to the boundary and experimenting? Because I know there's a lot of modders that do experiment and kind of try things. Like, you know, I'm assuming that's what happened with you guys in the planet stuff. Dream Scourge was you. It was always you. All this time, the Dream Scourge was you. It was always you.
No. We see now. The mycelial roots tended with our blood and tears. We wanted to be patience and strength, but we were afraid.
Again, I'm not trying to say that, like, I'm not trying to compare one modder against another, because even with similar weapon mods or quest mods, comparison, it's a very custom script job with Maglans code, but I'm a programmer, have been for decades. Scripting is easy to me compared to scripting models. See, I do think, honestly, I appreciate the script stuff more so, because the shit you can do is fucking insane. Naku's Kubal spirit told us what you're capable when you're afraid. You must learn restraint.
We did not mean to.
You're a fucking god, what do you mean?
We were never taught the meaning of our strength. We were nothing once.
Unity, that's the, as much of a truth about the game it was designed from.
We thought they would love us, but they
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. There's been a few mods.
Called us an abomination. We tore chasms in the
Sky Oblivion. Now we have to see it come out though, but I do agree to an extent. The Frontier, despite being a very questionable experience in terms of some stuff, I thought that was very cool. Having tanks in a Fallout game was fucking sick. Now the storyline was very questionable. I think someone said it, basically they took all of the big kind of plot points and stuff from COD, and they kind of did, but it was very impressive, and it felt Fallout while not feeling Fallout. That's why Wodica came from the Ekada. It was because of you. You hurt us, killed who we love, she wants us gone. Fuck the gods. How could the other gods do that to you? You were a newborn.
We do not know. We do not comprehend. We were new to the world, and it to us. Yet she made it our sin. She who caged us. She who called us monster. We thrash and the affliction rises. We scream and the rot spreads. We did not intend to lie.
Let me think that wasn't. I understand sometimes we must do terrible things to survive.
We only wanted to be loved. We only wanted not to be alone. They hurt us.
I could never get into Counter-Strike. TJ tried to get me to play it.
We hurt them.
Played a game or two, just a hacker on the enemy team that I just spent the entire time in chat abusing.
We dreamed of green shoots, roses without thorns to prick. The vines of the past strangle us. We help us. We are alone.
I don't know what to think of you. Yes, of course, Sapadol. I'm with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm probably fucking over the entire race on this world. New generation work Starfield has been a good bit of development in the area. I really enjoyed Forgetting Frontiers. Yeah, no, and that's what I don't know if you were there, Eclipse, when Tennessee was saying they like found a way to basically do the kind of the custom planets and make custom biomes. That's an element that, because I think the biggest areas where Starfield could have been improved upon is like the procedural generation in planets, bit tweaks, and then space. How they do space kind of exploration. I'm with you, Sapadol.
At last, gentleness, like the soft kiss of summer. We will make this better. We promise. Help us. Release us. Then the rot ends.
There's some amazing, and they do 100%. They do, like some of the stuff like they've done is awesome. I think the only thing with it, and to be honest, some of the stuff I've seen, like this was ages ago. they could be one of the first mods where I would see them being over that kind of €10 price. Like, the only thing I will say, and this is something that I kind of only realize, is looking back when it first came out, they promised a lot, and they have done good on the promise. But I do feel like, as gamers, we're not a huge fan of developers kind of overpromising and overpromising. That's not the word. I would hope they would do, I mean, if their new DLC doesn't have ship parts, we riot. Yeah, like Star Sim's awesome, but when it first came out, it was like, we're gonna add this, 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 and this, and I do think that's under-delivering. Thank you. Oh, it's a big jump. Which, again, I can understand that, but at the same time, like, see, because I know that they're like a studio, so like obviously they've got more stuff to going on, more overhead. But I think that we Bethesda shouldn't allow people to kind of put out like, look, we're gonna do this mod, it's gonna have this now, this later, like extra stuff added on after the fact. Perfect, cool. But yeah, not to mention there was a lot of issue with that recently because of the slowdown, the infinite loading screens, and things slowing down. Yeah, I seen that with Destiny. In the new Destiny expansion, so they're like, Sivu Arat's voice actor, they couldn't have her lines in it, so it's just subtitles. And that's like, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh yeah, no, I 100% I understand. Like, companies, I seen briefly, like with the Activision stuff, and kind of getting rid of the whole zombies crew left because of AI. And it's like, nah, don't do that. Don't be scumbags. AI can be used in great ways, but replacing like artistry and creativity, that's not what it's meant for. Keep my promises, Sapadol.
We give you another sliver of our power, a piece of us. Do you accept? The parasites who trapped us left a door in the garden's wall. Reach it, and you can set us free. Let us aid you once more.
Accept her power.
We grant you our power. Find the wall of the valley across the acid sea. It cups our prison in its palm. It waits. We wait. Free us. End our suffering.
Heals and revives all nearby damage and deals damage over time. Temporarily turns up to 3 Kith courses into allied Dream Thrall. Uh-oh. Oh shit. Okay. That would be great. I think I will be great when used for things. She does remind me of the Arachne Queen, actually. That's very true. But yeah, replacing stuff like that, it's just, yeah. I believe there is also prohibition on AI. See, the AI, to be honest, the AI when it comes to... I was told initially that no AI is allowed when it comes to paid mods. I'm not in the verified creator program, and all that stuff is obviously NDA, so, you know, if I did know, I wouldn't be allowed to say anything. But that being said, I do think that it's because even like with the AI like voice acting and stuff, like this is kind of goes back to the whole thing of certain paid mods. Like I would argue that using AI voice acting is like probably like just as bad as somebody, you know, like kind of getting free assets, like 3D model assets, and just like turning them into weapons and charging money. Like, and here's the thing, like when it comes to 3D modeling and animation, anything like that, like I don't know, I just feel like if you're like a modder expecting people to pay you money and like your paid mod is like a weapon that you didn't make, or an armor that you didn't make, you know, or a script you didn't make, how could you? And like legally you can, because there's some instances of like situations like that where like you can get like free weapons, and you're like the creator of said weapons are like, yeah, you can make money off this, which I'm always kind of like, what the fuck? But at the same time, what did she say on it? I mean, I don't think any voice actor would be very, like, I don't think anyone's gonna be pro that. I know there's some like rumors about people selling their like voice act or their like voice rights to like AI for movies and stuff. But then saying that, going back to the modding thing, like obviously I'm not a modder, and I can be quite cantankerous. Oh, understandable. Like I remember on TikTok, which is kind of funny because TikTok has a lot of the kind of the AI filters. All of the like fan people behind Astari and one of the voice actors from Baldur's Gate, they were like using his like an AI voice actor or AI voice over to like make it seem like he's saying all these things, and then he was like asked in a live stream, he says like it's disgusting, and like his voice is how he makes money, and like the fact that people are able to emulate it for free and kind of use it, and I do agree, you know, it's like anything else, it's like, you know, it's AI is a slippery slope. An amateur using AI voice app, but I can't tell the difference. I can tell an amateur using AI to voice act, but I can't tell if a voice actor uses AI as a tool. What do you mean an AI as tool? Yeah, no, it is quite creepy too. Like, and the thing is too is like, even when it comes to like, you think of AI voices from like iconic games.
You asked for my opinion, but I'm glad
Sorry, like some of the most iconic like AI style voice acting, it's always real people, you know. Fucking drop kick someone, fair enough. Hello. The thing is, you get that anyway. Like I know that when it comes to like AI sort of slop, as it's called, like Steam has clamped down on it. I'm pretty sure Xbox has clamped down on it. Last I heard, Sony was one of the few that haven't. I love shutting her down. I'm like, I don't have time for a hallucinating computer. Whoa, whoa! How dare you? You know sentient, don't you know? Use your own voice as a training set, and then use it to focus the real voice on acting. And there, I suppose there's nothing inherently wrong with that, but at the same time, like, there's like people who like I've seen like mods in the past that like will have like a character like using, you know, like making other voices. No, leave Juno alone. Juno's fine. We gotta get the sentient AI. Install her as Emperor of the UC. But then it kind of becomes like a thing too of like for you guys, like talking about that. Would you accept like a paid quest mod if like the voice, like the main voice actor was like voice acting all of them? Like would that like matter to you? Is it Frank Welker? See, when you know, like voice mod and stuff like that, are they technically AI? Remember playing? Oh, he will. Back when I was a boy in Kentucky, me and my dog would go down. And again, that's, you know, like I think I did tell him, like, specifically, like, that like, I think initially I was kind of a bit on the fence, and he does, you are correct. So I think it gets into a, like personally for me, like, if the story is compelling, I don't really care, like, a whole lot about the voice acting. As long as it's, like, coherent, like, you can understand it, you know? Alright, we're going back to there. Cannot fast travel. Of course I fucking can. Why can't I? Wait, what? Where do I go? This is how I exit? I haven't, but I've seen about it. I thought it was like... Is it like a spoof of Star Trek? I gave him a little bit of feedback on data slate where it was hard to tell who was talking. I think that was the only thing. If it sounds like a YouTube short, oh god. I think I was kind of, I think I said something similar, Clips. There was one part where I didn't realize who it was. Pay to keep on TV and set the plays most people, as long as it generates something useful. I don't know. That's what I mean, like, it's the thing. Being anti-AI is more about anti-corporatism, because the whole movement is just big tech packing what's unique about people. Yeah, 100%, that's all it is. Primary actor being AI would bother me, but I'm biased having side friends. I think, see, because when I think, I don't... Like, does Subnautica's AI, is it actually AI? Or is it a person? Like, I would much rather, like, have an actual character, like a person, voice them, and, like, modulate the voice. Like Sovereign and Harbinger from Mass Effect, like Reward and Domain. Yeah, see, that's what it should be, like, because I think the thing that makes, like, when you listen to AI text-to-speech, right, it's like, you listen to it, and you're like, it's like Nolan thing, it's very uncanny valley, because, like, you know it's AI. But what's more interesting is when you have, like, a voice actor, because, like, who's talented enough to know, like, okay, you're voicing an AI, and they have, oh yeah, Shepard Commander, like, when it's a human voice that's emulating an AI, it adds that level of kind of, like, creepiness, because it's like you can, like, it's like the whole thing about AI is it's not really supposed to have emotion. Well, it depends, I suppose, on the AI. Legion definitely did have emotion. What I always loved about Mass Effect, the different, like, voices. Like, you've got the Hanar that are like, ooh, the Enkindler. And then you've got Elcor like, hello, angry, you're mean. And then, like, you've got the Volus, she's like, yes, this one. And then you've got Thane, who's like, I can't do Thane. Human voice emulating AI is a dangerous thing. That's what I mean. It's a human voice emulating. That's, I'm assuming we're on the same page here. That's what I was trying to convey. Exactly. It's just, it does a far better job. Oh shit. Over encumbered here I am. Exactly. use AI, so I have a different view on AI. That's what I mean, but like AI is supposed to be used as a tool to help humans, you know, like alleviate some of the difficulty. Like you look in like in any like sort of like good sci-fi where it's not dystopian, you know, you have like AI helping like medical stuff, like stuff where human error is a thing, you know, like you don't want AI doing fucking poetry. I am over encumbered. Let me eat something. Actually break something. Heal us a lie. Elizora, does this one have a soul? Yes, Legion. I love the dialogue. That's the one time I go renegade. When it's like, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's when the fleet's about to attack and you use renegade, and it's like, listen here, fucking quarrying bitches. The Geth are about to fuck you guys, so cop the fuck on and stop being fucking bitches. I always hated the Quarians. Like, making the Geth and then, like, wiping them out because they were gaining sentience. Like, excuse me? What the fuck? Like, oh, your slaves have feelings and you're problemed with that? What the fuck? Monsters. So you can focus on how so... Fuck that! Shepherd Commander. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Why are there so many enemies on the whole way here? Hello. Who are you? Turns into automated vacuum cleaners. What the fuck? I always find like the idea of those like automated vacuum cleaners, like it seems like lawnmowers. I don't know about like in America and places, but like our lawns are like all kind of, you know, they're not straight.
Careful, envoy. Solus is panicked.
Hello?
Something's very wrong.
We need to leave.
And then what?
That's why none built.
Oh, they're looking at the volcano.
He's not the one I'm worried about. Someone's going to have to
Let me buy that shield off the guy real quick.
Keep us going.
Hello?
Knew it. Wherever we go next. Knew it. This Yes, I did.
Oh, I feel like there's certain choices you just have to make. It's like when Kai Lang comes behind you, no matter who you are, you're renegading and breaking that blade with your wrist.
Everyone, please do not panic.
What the fuck?
Exit the key quickly and
You need some?
Yep, I need to trade something to you. Give me the Son of Black Heaven, thank you. There we go.
Envoy, gods beyond, who let you in here?
Hi.
Please, whatever it is, we are in crisis. I cannot help you.
I may have caused the crisis.
I'm minutes away from being overrun by lava flows. I have to get my people out. You must leave now.
Fun. I enjoyed Mage, but I got too much fun of just swinging at people. Can't leave until you come clean about the garden.
I told you everything I know. The only way to the garden fell centuries ago.
Then find someone who can help us. We know the path is beneath the keep, and so do the Steel Garrote. They would have stormed the walls by now. The Dream Scourge got them first.
The Steel Garrote were marching on the keep? How? Why would they think the garden was beneath Solace?
Where's Kostya?
He's gone below to open the sluice gates. Nandru designed the gates to direct the lava flows away from the keep, but Forja hasn't awakened in centuries.
Could Kostya have told the Steel Garrote about another entrance to the garden?
No. If such a thing existed, I can't believe it. He wouldn't.
He did.
I can't believe I didn't see this coming. I was a fool. I have failed my duties. Kostya.
He's trying to make a deal with the deer using the keep as a bargaining chip.
I knew he was making overtures, but I didn't think he'd go that far. The ambassador has not responded to Kostya's overtures, has he? I made sure of that when I threw the ambassador's replies in the forge fire. I understand how Kostya could be tempted by false notions of freedom and prosperity, but...
But?
Oh, this is entirely too much. How could he have done this? I can't believe Kostya handed the Steel Garrote a secret we protected for hundreds of years. To Mayu. Who knows what he'll do with the sluice gates? He cares so little for the keep that I worry he's going to have us drowning in lava.
Sounds like your problem. What would you have me do?
I will show you where Kostya has gone. If you find that he's doing anything other than opening the gates that would protect our home from the lava, I would ask that you stop him. I do not wish to see him dead, but if he would risk the keep, then he risks our lives. I cannot suffer those who would harm us to live. Now I must return to the evacuation.
There's a video about your live
must go on
streams.
your way.
Alright, have a good one. Catch you later. I wish you and the Wardens the best. Thank you.
If your arrival is indeed a message from Nandru, I hope he remembers his people well. I hope he is proud of us. Go now, and go with the gods.
Alright.
Did you see that? That was Kostya who shoved me. I want to go deeper into
Good mate. Good mate. Good mate.
They went through this door.
Oh, whoops, no. Abracadabra.
These fungal growths look like something I have scraped off the shit. That's getting high. We shouldn't stick around.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry. I got frost walking boots. Chop, chop. This game, I'm looking for something to play. It's quite good. I quite enjoy it. If you're a fan of kind of fantasy at all, it's very fun. Combat's good. There's also, I don't know if you've played Oblivion, but there's a lot of rumors that the Oblivion remaster is going to be dropping soon, very soon. So if you're interested, I would probably wait a few, because I mean, you could have to play 2 games at once. But I'm feel like if you started this and then Oblivion came out and you're a fan of like the, you know, more of Elder Scrolls, you might get more enjoyment. But it's a good game regardless. I'm really bad at selling games, people, I apologize. Yeah, you should play it, but maybe wait. Maybe don't play it at all.
on, we don't want to be down here when Kostya does whatever he's planning.
Oh, the dead guy. Hello. Ooh, well, yeah. If you then you'll be. I know myself. I'm very hyped about the Oblivion remaster, just because we know very little about like it is, but I'm assuming it's going to be using Skyrim's engine. Whether or not it's going to have Oblivion's like kind of perk in combat or Skyrim's perks in combat, we still have yet to, we won't know. I'll definitely be playing it when it comes out. Oh, there's lava. Oh, I hate the lava. Oh, I'm burning. My impression from watching the game. This world is cool, but I'm personally not a fan of the character design. Yeah, pretty valid. Oh, diamonds. Like, I think the combat is really cool. It does kind of give a kind of a like a Mass Effect kind of style to it, kind of Dragon Age. It's gonna be weird though if Oblivion does come out and like, remember Oblivion? Like Skyrim's combat's like it's fun, but it's a bit, it's Bethesda level janky. Obviously, there's a lovable jankiness to it. Like in this game, every hit feels like you're actually, you're impacting them. But to clip of Skyrim where you hit like a dude with an arrow and you hit him in like the chest and like you're invisible, and it's like, oh, must have been the wind. Supposedly yes, it's going to be using Unreal Engine to render it, but it's going to be running on creation. Oh. Get away, wee! Standard Bethesda necromancy, yeah. Oh. I always love the Oblivion. Oh god. Like so Todd, that game's coming along that you're making for our Xbox 360. It's gonna run well, right? It's like, oh yeah, it'll run great, it'll make use of those 32 gigs of RAM or 32 megs of RAM. It's like, what do you mean 32? We're doing 16. Ah, shit. Oh, the console commands will still work. Ow. I wonder, will they be using the same voice actors? I'm assuming they would, right?
Voices silenced.
And the entrance to the garden.
This whole place feels like it's gonna come apart.
Hello there, welcome back. Oh no, bring me back. Avada Kedavra. Oh. Do you think all the glitches will still work? Think you'd be able to do the paintbrush glitch? Get on top of the Imperial... Was it the White Gold Tower? No, the Imperial Temple District, I think it is. Instantly complete the game. Dun, 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 dun. Hello? Oh, no.
They wound us, and we wound in return.
Sabadot, please. You're killing my lovely realm. Yo, stop what you're doing. Fucking, who the fuck is who the fuck are you? Who the fuck is that? How's it going? I don't know who you are. I take it you're someone important. Let me, hold on now. What is this? Godlike abilities. No. What is that one? No, that one. That's a moment when you miss the port dungeon. There's a lich. Honestly, like, what the fuck? We came down here to find a dwarf. That's clearly not the dwarf we're looking for. Did he fucking regen all of his fucking oh, you dirty. You found my life, please. Thank you. My dog has just appeared. Hello, Timmy. How are you? Fucking healers. Always target the healers, guys. Even in real life. You see someone healing, put them down. Jesus Christ. Fuck off! Purification. Can you still be a... No, who the fuck are you? Why are you so fucking big? Spin the win. Spin the win. Spin the win. Yeah. Oh, no, 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 no. Stop pulling healers out of your arse. When you guys tried the new Minecraft Doritos, the vinegar flavored ones are amazing. In Ireland we have like a crisp called the Banshee Bone. It's basically that flavor, it's just vinegar. Oh, it's so nice. It's nice that I'm assuming it's in America. The other ones I don't know, I haven't tried. I seen that one of them was like just chili heat wave, which I'm assuming haven't modified. What is this? Can I loot that? No. Ow. Are you a fucking healer? Oh no, you're the boss. Cadabra. Who the fuck are you? Spin the wing. Hello? Fuck your AoE spell. I'm knocking you over. Oh, you gotta summon that? Ah, sucks for you. But I don't need to charge up my sword. No, no, no. If he summons another fucking healer, I swear to God. Not gonna want his ass. Got him. No! I'll see how. Can I knock you guys over? Aha! Yes, I can. Don't even have legs. I can still knock you over. Moments like this, I wish I had my paladin abilities. Just fucking banish undead. I'll put the fear of God into you. Who's God? I don't fucking know. But you'll fear them. Maxims of Paragrun and Audrabon. Nice. Alright. We killed him. We can't. Or. Oh, ow, you dirty bastard. Oh, is there more doors? Are they all gonna shoot me? Oh! Oh no. Nice. Huh. Alright, let's go look for the dwarf. What is the dwarf in Lord of the Rings called? Legolas? No, that's the elf. Jesus Christ, this place is huge. Hello?
Endless night, when will the sun rise?
What's with all the fucking necromancers? Have I missed a step? Hey, what? Excuse me? No. Where did I save last? Uh-oh. Wow. Wow, wow. These are not. Alright. Where the fuck am I? Oh, you're up.
This whole place feels like it's gonna come apart.
No. Am I back? Are you fucking serious? You didn't have an autosave game after I spent 20 fucking years killing the... Who the fuck just one-hit me? What do we just do? Eat a banana. That did fucking nothing. Maybe going into an ancient dungeon, pick up a price's vase and see if I should break it down. Like, you would assume that the game would have, like, fucking saved. Really, guys? It took you that long to... Can I just sidestep him? We're sidestepping. Fuck him.
Watch your step. Even you wouldn't come back from that fall, envoy.
It was fun, but you gave me no loot that I actually wanted, so get fucked.
Endless night, when will the sun rise?
Knock him down. Got him. I need a fucking sword with smite. Skyrim belongs to the Nords. Mission accomplished.
We make a good squad.
Do we?
These bodies are still warm. Kostya must have passed by recently.
How the fuck did this dwarf kill everything? I'm not saying because he's a dwarf, but like, I'm literally a living god. God lives. Hello? Who are you? Borrowed in? Oh, another fucking bot. Alright, listen, I see you, Mr. fucking healer. You come here. Give me that. I'm gonna shove that book up your fucking ass. Do you even have an arse? No, I can't do that. Never mind. Oh. Bye. No. Bye. Bye. Enjoy the... Oh, can I knock him in? Did I knock him in? Did I just kill him? Yep, I just killed him. Nice. See you for being a fucking idiot. Battling on a bridge. Like, oh, this is gonna be so cool. He's gonna come in. I'm gonna kill him. He's like, nope, I'm just gonna knock you off. You just got for honored. Haha. Just minus the racism. I think now's a good time to save, right? No, that's...
Don't think, just jump.
Oh! A sword. I could have landed on that. Oh. Sabadal, give me your power.
My brother.
What?
Soul of my soul. How did you find me here?
Why do you linger, spirit? What forces in the Aedra tether you here?
A god beyond the grasp of gods. What is the will to a man subject to one like them? I told Sabadal not to look for me. I did not wish to be found.
Who are you?
I have been here for so long. My memories are tattered. They fall apart when I look too long at them. There was a man called Nandru once, beloved of a terrible god. I remember.
Well, you're Nandru.
I feel Sabadal's mind beneath yours, swimming in the deep. You should run.
You're a godlike, like... Am I in danger?
A child keeps a beetle in a jar. He does not know the beetle requires air, sustenance, freedom.
Well, we're in too deep.
He does not understand that if it shakes the jar, pulls off a wing, the beetle will be hurt. The child only wants to keep the beetle.
Alright, that depends on the age of the child. If your child is like 8 or 9 and doesn't realize that beetles are alive, then that's on you as a parent.
In a jar. Yours is just bigger than mine, for now.
You're a godlike of Sapadal too, aren't you?
That was the name they gave themselves. Stolen from the ancient souls, whose deaths gave rise to them. To us. We were little more than appendages to them. That is why I must ask you to destroy them.
Sapadal is too dangerous to go for. I'm gonna save Sapadal. You want me to do what?
You have seen them, as I have. Memories of their ancient, chosen children. Rips in the fabric between the here and the beyond that allow the dreams of the dead to leak through. Memories of the Akida. People like you Sapadal turned their world to ash, ignited the breath in their lungs, and made their people into dust. Sapadal burned their world, and the people who revered them suffered for it.
If you knew this, why did you build Solace on the ruins of the god? That's not the Sapadal I know.
You are young in your trials with them, but they are old in the ways of spite, of cruelty. I learned to fear them, as you will,
If you know this, why did you build Solace on the ruins of the godless?
so that I would be confronted every day with what our God had done, so that I would not grow weak and give in, so that I would not go to them and do what they have asked of you, so that I would never set them free.
Was the fire of the catastrophe that annihilated the godless?
No. Their final death came later. A gift to the Akida from the true gods, who wished to bring their children back to them. Back to her.
Her?
Their rightful queen. Wodiga.
What does Wodiga have to do with this?
She is the center. The center of everything.
Alright, Olrath, enjoy yourself. Sapadal is too. I'm going to save Sapadal and end the Dream Scourge.
They shield you from the truth of what they are. The Dream Scourge has existed as long as they have. Don't you see? It is their infection. You, my brother, who are more brave than I, go now to the garden and hang the gardener from their tree.
No, I will free them.
You are bound as they are bound, godlike. Your soul is strong, but it is not your own. Why free them when they will never free you? You know, I always meant to die down
Oh, there, Tom, how goes it?
to siphon my soul into a lonely pillar, disconnected from the stone that makes our world. Disconnected from them. I only hope that Sapadal releases you to the same long peace.
You?
Do not thank me. Only do as I asked. Destroy them, brother. And when you see Wodiga, tell her I said hello.
Strange. Phantasmal focus picked up something, but it's gone now.
You okay? You went away again, but this time seemed different.
How do I get up there? Do I climb around or climb around? Alright. Bum, 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 bum. Ooh.
Sluice gates ahead. Let's find costume, fast. Lava's high. Gotta hurry.
Stop what you're doing, dwarf man.
You're here.
What are you doing?
Help me destroy the switch. We can't risk someone turning it and opening the gates.
Mad.
If the keep falls so that we might live, so be it.
I killed Ludwin. Your scheme is over.
I figured you might have. Bloodthirsty. You people just can't help
Excuse me? Was you who told the Sealguard was taken by the Dream Scourge? You don't know the Sealguard like I did. They had to be stopped.
I could have used them. I could have fixed everything. But But you've done me a favor in a way. So long as the keep stands, my people are trapped here, doomed by an oath to a dead man.
No one should be bound to a pile of stones. Certainly not because of a centuries-old oath.
Our people were nomads for ages until we built the keep. When it falls, we'll be free to explore the world again. I will not watch my people rot here for the sake of a pointless oath.
Andrew lied about the oath. The garden is a secret prison for a god. You're just the jailers.
Then my conviction only grows stronger, Envoy. Nandru never wanted what was best for us. He built us a tomb and abandoned us to it. Do not speak his name to me as if it could mean anything to you.
Michaela asked me to stop you.
Ha! Finally! Proof she's got a spine. Well, Envoy, now's your chance. Are you going to be a good little minion and do as she asked? Or will you let me save my people from themselves?
Do it, but I won't help you.
Then grow anew, a flow to purge the weight. We twine.
That is all I ask. You should hurry on with your task. The lava's rising quickly now. Safe travels to the garden. You'll find your entrance just past this door. I suspect you're the only one aside from Nandru who can open it.
After what happened to Fjord? I can't believe you want another settlement to burn.
If destroying Solace frees these people from a dead oath, let it crumble.
Open this loop. Destroy the wish gears to doom the Solace Keep. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Oh, these people deserve to be free.
Be, but we shouldn't stick
good. Be free, people. Where does that tell me to go? Maybe speak to her, like right at this moment. How the fuck am I supposed to speak to her? Oh.
Envoy, I'll give you this. You know how to leave an impression.
Okay.
Another once mighty settlement goes up in flames. For better or
Hello, Mark. How was it?
You are a catalyst of change. It must be a heavy burden.
Takes a special kind of...
Closer. We have waited so long.
Travel to the garden. You won't be able to return once you enter. Yeah.
You Adiran Kamayu. Take a few more moments to think closely before you go destroying your friends' homes next time.
Where's this coming from? Solace wasn't a home. It was a prison. We all saw that.
What gives you the authority to decide the fate of an entire settlement? That fits the Steel Garrote, but not you.
Darling, think it through. The Pargrunen were stuck rotting in their keep, and the envoys freed them.
Yes, I did.
What about those who wanted to stay there, huh? What life are they free to live now?
Whatever life they want. Same as you chose when you left.
Oh, so because I wanted to leave, it should be destroyed? I had no idea I had that kind of power.
Darling, it wasn't your decision. Clearly, you didn't wish it.
Kostya knew the Pargrunen would rather be free than suffer under the weight of tradition.
We saw the evidence ourselves. Mihala would have kept the rest of her people bound to an ancient oath if we hadn't done something.
First Fior, and now this. Destruction follows in our wake, but we aren't doing anything to stop it.
We're working on it.
I don't get why you think you have the right to decide what every person in Solace needs. Who the fuitu do you think you are?
That's what Adir wants. For us to stop worrying about our own destiny and leave it in their hands.
I still think it was the right decision.
Agree to bleste disagree.
I think we could all use a break. Let's camp and get some rest, hmm?
Not to spoil the moment with good news, but I doubt the rest of the island has been quiet while we've been looking for the garden. Things have only gotten more tense since Fior, and the Steel Garrote probably hasn't been doing us any favors on that front.
Especially when they're led by a woman who doesn't seem interested in staying dead. Not to mention, after we take care of the Envoy's little god problem, we'll still have an empire bearing down on us.
I'll write for study, and instead we'll argue about who owns it. Ringgren was right to leave.
Who knew an Archmage could be so relatable?
Can't say I'm too excited about just walking into the garden. I grew up learning I needed to protect that place, but it never felt like more than a children's tale to me.
I hear ya. This island is weird enough when all we have to worry about are vengeful plans and soul-altering corruption.
Am I the only one who's looking forward to the garden? We're pioneers, stepping into the great unknown, a land of mystery.
We have to remember to love them in spite of their lack of proper enthusiasm, dearie.
I suppose it'll be a rare opportunity to put a few metaphysical theories to the test.
That's the spirit. And funny you should mention it. I have a theory about the garden, or a warning, depending on how you want to look at it. Sapadal has been imprisoned a long time. The garden will be a reflection of their dreams, their nightmares, their madness.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw visions or hallucinations, and not even the fun kind.
You're saying there's a chance we'll all become raving lunatics.
Sanity won't get us through the garden. Madness opens the mind to discovery. So madness is what we need right now. Before we go any further, I have to ask you something. You told the Inquisitor that you intend to free Sapadal. Set them loose upon the world. Is that still the plan?
Sapadal deserves freedom.
Everyone deserves freedom.
I'm right.
I could make an exception for a god with the power to destroy us all in a tantrum.
Sapadal is responsible for the spiritual health of the living lands, and the island has suffered for it. No matter what the Inquisitor said, I don't believe there's a right or wrong choice to make here. Just the one you believe in.
Any more words of wisdom?
Just one. Remember, we're stepping into a realm that is both physical and spiritual in nature. If you can call it nature. There's no telling how long we'll be gone. For all we know, time could run backwards in the garden.
Do I feel like turning back?
Not a chance. We're a crew now, so you're stuck with me until the end. Marius?
I told you I'd be with you till the end. I don't go back on my promises. What about you, Giada?
You're not going into the garden without me. I have to see this with my own eyes. Yatsley, if you feel like running back to Quilici, now would be the time. No one would think less of you.
And tell Quilici that I missed out on the most exciting part.
Alright, we're in this together. Wipe a tear from the corner of your eye.
You're gonna get me going too. We're with you. All the way.
I plan on wandering the garden whether I'm traveling with you or not. I have to find out what the big deal is.
Agreed. I'm not waiting in camp while the rest of you have all the fun. Hope to see you out there, Marius.
Well, let's go then. We can't keep your god waiting.
Alright, wait, all four of us? Okay, yeah, confirm. Can we bring all of them? Ah, it'd be kind of cool if we could bring all of them. The Star UI mod kind of does that, but it's also kind of buggy.
I wonder if Yahtzee brought our ladder.
Yes.
That's convenient.
Assemble. Finally, my god powers. Oh, hello, little monkey thing. How are you? You showing me the way? Perfect. Where I die? Yo, sap. Hello, bear. How are you? My mate. What the fuck are you? Oh, hello.
To your left.
Here you go. The other thing is when you're like, when you're trying to figure out what something is and it just like shortens the text. Yeah, you big fucking cunt. Yeah. Oh. Wee. What the fuck? All right. No, I don't want to set up. Why would I want to set up a party camp? In we go. Bring on my lore in the moment. Something's called me to crash 5 times. That is not good. Did you download anything recently?
I see the disciple has found his way into the cell.
No. We know this voice, this presence, sneering at us through our prison bars.
I culled your rot from this land before. I will do it again.
Boudica, you were your authority in a temple like a claw queen that was. Bold coming. You're not calling anything until you go through me.
A boast born of ignorance. I will remind you of your place. I am Boudica, the Oathbinder, goddess of order, vengeance, and law. I speak for the gods of all Aora.
You're not the god of the living land.
The usurper has confused you. Allow me to make things clear.
Out! Her voice pierces our skin.
Look at this place. A quagmire of your parasite's worst instincts. Can you even begin to grasp the forces that you tamper with?
Don't call Sapadol that.
I call it for what it is. Do you think you're special, with your god's thorn in your side? Do you believe you can hold dominion over chaos itself? When even the collective fury of the real gods could only confine the sniveling creature to this wasteland. I have merely told the truth that does not suit you.
It is true. She twists the knife. The seas run red with memory.
In time, the gods felt the wretched powers seeping through this land. Its madness would consume us all if it was not contained.
You can reach living land, so your mage folk did your dirty work.
Work that sullies one hand meets out justice with the next. A pity that its followers could not be reasoned with.
You ordered the mage folk to kill them too.
Of course I did. The poor goddess, worshipping the very thing that subsumed them. We could not excise the rot and spare the roots that nourished it.
You massacred them.
A regrettable consequence of a necessary war.
Wonder how they'd feel about that.
I have no time for the lamentations of heretics.
Why does our prison not protect us? Help us! Silence her!
Listen to its tantrum. It knows neither order nor sense. Adir is the only thing holding back the tide of entropy.
It is not your order. That doesn't mean it's anarchy.
I refuse to even dignify that with a response. But there is still time. You can succeed where Ludwig failed. Face your false god and end its reign of terror permanently.
Get out of the garden now. I'll never work with you.
Very well. I cannot force a child to bend to my
It is obviously possible, Mark, that something just kind of conflicted. I had that happen to me.
You should have thought more carefully before you broke your oath to the Empire. Let this be a lesson to you.
Never understood Wodika's appeal. Still don't.
That's it. From now on, you're creating no gods.
What was that noise? Whoa, we can set the ground icy. Spin the wing. Give me a minute, I'm looting a chest. The fuck is the sarcophagus key? Get up so I can knock you down again. Gotcha. Alright, who has the... Wait, no, I want to... Where's the... Who has the sarcophagus key? Am I supposed to go back up? Oh. Oh. What? Oh, do I have to use a power? Find Sapadal. Alright, now, like, how the fuck does one find Sapadol? Do I do this way? Oh. Oh. Oh, dear Lord.
I liked them better when they were dead.
Hello, how are you?
Protect the envoy.
Yeah, protect me at all costs, thank you. It reminds me a little bit of an Eldar, like a Wraith Knight. You guys deal with that. I see something I need to do. Ooh. Here. Alright, yeah, okay, fair. Sarcophagus, is this the key? The key in here? No. No. That's why I always like keep a non-modded save, like my vanilla save basically for achievements. And then I have like a kind of a save that's like lightly modded with kind of vanilla stuff. And obviously I have like my stream save, which is kind of heavily modded, and like I'm constantly installing and uninstalling mods, which you should never do. Stop kicking me. Since trying to nuke my game. Oh, nice, nice. The Falcon is a very nice ship.
Just like the good old
Yeah, you should never. Yeah, everyone does. And then they're like game breaks down the line, and they're like, "What the hell?" Like I feel like 99% of people who have issues, and they're like, "Oh, it's not mods." It's like it's mods. It's always mods. Who the fuck are you?
What is that? I know that place, right?
Marius, what are you in here?
Oh no. No. Why is this? Gods. I can't. What's happening here?
This is the moment I found you, bundled and crying, while our parents died.
Viate. You're not here. You can't be here.
I am dead, Viate, from the Dream Scourge. We are in the garden. As strange as this seems, it is normal here.
This is an echo from within your soul, Marius.
I can't be certain of that. I know that I am here, and for a purpose.
Iancu. Viate. I left you behind when I left Solace.
And I've found you once again.
Yeah, Unity is very good for that.
No. What kind of blessed brain scramble is this?
Oh God. We'll do this, we can just keep moving. Take your time, this is probably important.
Please, Viate. This is where
The
you need to
nuke
be
launcher,
right now.
very fun.
I remember this. Dukte Dragu, if you think... No, I don't want this.
There's something on his altar, something else you need to say.
Right. Okay, I can do this. Let's get into it.
You know where we are. This is my memory. When everyone died, and I found you back in your tent. How much of this do you remember? I can't tell from your eyes.
Oh, not much. I only remember fear, and sadness, and You as a kid picking me up and taking me to Solace.
Remember none of this?
This is... I remember it, but I don't. I can't do this. I can't.
Sapadal wants to understand. They know your envoy very well.
Ooh.
But not the people next to them.
I can't do this, Ianku. I forgot this for a reason.
And that's why you're here, Nimdut. You can't face a god with piles of Saka in your soul. Even when we were children, you kept me alive. First by needing my protection, and then by being who you turned out to be. When you left Solace, it was like I lost more than my best friend. I lost my need to live.
You kept everything a secret from me. All that time. A best friend doesn't do that.
You owe it to Marius to tell him about the past. It was trying to protect you.
Protect me from what? You handled it just fine.
Did I? Look at me. Name a single day when those memories didn't hold me back. I was afraid every day. I needed you to ground me.
I never realized what you were dealing with. Gods, I'm sorry, Viate. So, what do we do now?
Between you and your friend, Marius.
They're right, Viate. This lava flows directly between us.
I don't know. I can't. It's too much. Not this and everything else too. It's too blessed much.
I understand that, Viate. I really do.
We'll get through this, Marius. It's my turn to help you survive this.
I'm glad to hear it. Marius is worth the effort. I promise you.
Don't listen to him, Envoy. If he knew anything at all, he wouldn't be dead.
Get out of here. Hike up your waistline and go talk to a god. They'll be waiting.
Rest well in Naku.
Well, it was good to see you, Viate.
Alright, we're trying to find Sapid. Oh, hello. Nope. Oh, you mother. Chop, chop, I got you. Ooh, loot. You just hit me. Oh, well, that neither. Nope. That wasn't what we're supposed to. Another.
Stay on your toes.
What time is it? I think I'm gonna call it for tonight, guys, just because it's getting late. I need to grab some food, and then I gotta get an early bed. Thank you guys for joining me. I will catch you guys tomorrow night for some Atomfall. Have a good evening / day / night, depending where you are. Morning. Catch you next time.